Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing well. So in my room tour video I asked whether you'd be interested in seeing a video of my Pokemon collection, as I've got this shelf up here in my room and I've also got some of my collection downstairs in the living room, and people seem to be interested in seeing that, and it's something I've wanted to do for quite a long time because I am a big Pokemon fan. I do have a lot of Pokemon stuff, so I thought it would be a fun video to make. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and show you what's up here in my bedroom first, and then also what's in the cabinet downstairs too. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. So actually at the very bottom of this cabinet is not actually Pokemon stuff, it's Disney things down here. So we're just going to start on the second shelf up from the bottom. And this shelf is mostly toys which I had either as a child or Pokemon toys that date from kind of the 90s or early 2000s. I've got this Pikachu plush over here at the back, and now he's actually a Game Boy Color carrier, like a little carry bag thing. So he zips up, his stomach like unzips, and you can put your Game Boy Color inside and games as well. And I've actually got my Game Boy Color over here in the back, which was the first gaming console handheld that I ever had. And the first game I ever played was Pokemon Crystal, which I've actually got in the back there at the moment. So yeah, I think it was a limited edition Pikachu and Pichu version. So I got that when I was about 7 years old, I believe, and it's obviously very precious to me because it was what got me into the Pokemon games, so got to keep hold of that. Sitting on top of Pikachu's head is this Poliwhirl plush. I actually found this in a charity shop a few years ago, and he is one of the plush that dates from like when Pokemon first came out. I've got this Meowth and Snorlax plush, and these guys were both beanbag plushies that my mum bought me when Pokemon first came out as well. I've also got these little ink stamper guys down here, so Meowth and Charmander. And in the back here, this is one of the Pokemon storybooks that I had as a child. It's Pikachu's Vacation. I believe this was the like short film that they put at the beginning of the first film, where Pikachu and all his friends basically go to this like holiday park, and obviously Team Rocket's there, and it's like normal kind of chaos, and it's a really cute little story, so I've always kept a hold of that. And then over here we've got a Pokemon trading card game. I think this is the Southern Islands version, yeah. It's just like a trading card game folder for the cards. Again, I actually found that in a charity shop, so yeah, that's not actually from my childhood, but again, it's one of the older pieces. Back here we've got the Snorlax. This guy is actually not old at all. He's from the Pokemon Sun and Moon figure release, so he's only a few years old, but he kind of goes with like all the other Snorlaxes that are in here. So I've just got him, got a Hitmonlee keychain in the back there. And then down here at the front, these guys are the like rollerball Pokemon figures. So they've got this ball basically in the bottom, and what they do is they basically, like, the game was to slide them into each other. I don't really remember like what the purpose of it was, but that was basically how you played with them. So that's these guys all along here. They've all got little balls in the bottom of them. And then back here, these guys, they all came from Burger King meals. So Jigglypuff and Venusaur, and then also Venonat. And these guys came with like a spinner on the back. So they're kind of like a Happy Meal toy, but basically from Burger King. But I think they're actually quite good, like, quality figures. He's pretty solid, and he's really heavy as well, actually. So yeah, he's lasted pretty well all these years. And then moving into this corner, we've got the famous Talking Togepi plush. So again, this guy actually I found in a charity shop a few years ago, and I found him for about £2 or £3. I was so happy and so excited because he's really quite old, and he, like, if you put batteries inside him, he moves and makes noise and everything, and he's just so cute. So yeah, that is my like throwback and retro shelf. On this shelf we have got one more new plushies, so all of these guys up here. So over here we've got Pikipek. He's from the Pokemon Center in Hokkaido. Got a little Murkrow. So this is from the Sitting Cuties collection, the Pokerfit plush, and they were basically where the Pokemon Center brought out all of the 150 original Pokemon, and then all of the Johto Gen 2 Pokemon as well. So yeah, Murkrow is one of my favourite dark type Pokemon, and I love bird Pokemon, so had to get him. This Eevee figure I got in San Francisco when I was 7 and we visited America for the first time. I don't know if it's official. The head does turn round and the tail moves as well, but it's a really, really cool figure, and it brings back really nice memories for me because that's when Pokemon like first kicked off. So yeah, I've got her there. Squirtle, he is one of the McDonald's Happy Meal toys that they brought out a few years ago. Got quite a few of those in here. Porygon 2. He is also one of the Sitting Cuties plush from the Pokemon Center. Here I've got this Fluffy plush, which I got in November when we went to Japan, again from the Pokemon Center. I don't know what the name of the collection is, but they're really like soft and fluffy plushies. I think it might be called like Moko Moko, which means like fluffy or soft. Yeah, he's really cute. He's behind here. We've got Umbreon, who's buried. I got Umbreon on my first trip to Japan, and he is from a crane machine. Then we've also got Clefairy back here. She is a recent one that I got from the Tereba Crane Game app, as is Munchlax, who is back here. And then Alolan Sandshrew, who's a little crane game toy as well, but I actually bought this one at MCM a couple of years ago. I believe this is Latios, correct me if I'm wrong, also from the McDonald's Happy Meals. He's sitting on this big Togepi plush, who I also won on Tereba. And Celebi, again, was one on Tereba. Celebi is one of my favourite Pokemon. Pokemon Crystal was very, very special to me because it's the first game I played, and Celebi is obviously one of the really like mysterious legendaries from that game, so yeah, it's always been one of my favourites. And then the most recent addition to my collection is this Chikorita plush who's sandwiched in here. I actually got her a few weeks ago in Sainsbury's. I had to go there to collect this television cable thing, and she was in the toy section. And I was like, oh, that's really, really cute, and she wasn't very expensive, so I picked her up, and that was nice actually. It was a nice surprise to find her in Sainsbury's. And then moving up here, so these guys, except for Mew, these guys are kind of color coded, so like all my orange and yellow and brown Pokemon. So in this corner we've got Rowlet. I think I actually got him from Tesco. I don't know what it is with supermarkets and having Pokemon stuff, but it's pretty cool. And he's sitting on another Rowlet. This guy is hiding in the back here. He's, I think, a knockoff plush. I just found him on eBay when Sun and Moon came out because I was obsessed with Rowlet, and they didn't have any official plushies yet, so I think he might be a naughty knockoff. So he's just hiding behind Oricorio. And this Rowlet here, his wings move up and down when you wind him. He is also from the McDonald's Happy Meals. This yellow Oricorio, this is a polka doll. Oh, Rowlet fell down. I know they're all going to fall now. You see, you upset one thing and they all come down. Ah, he's okay. So this Oricorio, my partner actually bought me a few years ago, again when Sun and Moon came out. I love Oricorio. This is my favourite form because he's like a little dancing cheerleader. He's so cute. And Spearow here, who is another one of the Sitting Cuties plush. Oh, Mimikyu. Mimikyu, I almost forgot Mimikyu. Mimikyu also from Tesco. He's kind of scary, so he's just hiding here behind everybody. I really like the Sun and Moon Pokemon. As you can tell, I've got quite a few of them. I think Sun and Moon was one of my favourite games in more recent years. So in the middle here, I've got this big Raichu plushie. A few years ago, I actually found him in Nakano Broadway in perfect condition. He was really cheap, so of course I had to pick him up. And then Krabby at the back is just like pincering his brains, basically. Krabby is another one of the Sitting Cuties plushies. His eyes are kind of wonky though. I mean, they're really soft, that they're not like, they're well made, but like their facial expressions are a bit off. I don't know, it's kind of creepy. These guys from the Happy Meals. So I've got Torchic over here. And then, oh my god, what is even your name? See, I can't stand this guy. I can't even remember his name right now. It's just evading me. But when the McDonald's toys came out, I kept buying Happy Meals to try and get the different ones. Because I didn't know you can just buy the toys for like £1 each. And I kept getting him. Like, I really don't like him very much. And I kept getting him and I had to swap him for like the other ones. And then I realised you can just buy them. So that was kind of pointless. But another one here is Groudon. Another one from McDonald's. Just chilling. God, this guy makes me laugh so much. He looks so angry. My big angry Pikachu. What's your name? Pidgey. I can't even think. My big angry Pidgey plush. In Japanese he's called Popo. which I don't even know, like that just makes me laugh even more. I don't know why, but... And then this lying down Mew plushie who's really sweet. And she was also a Crane Game plush, and I actually won her in Tokyo Joyopolis when I went with my partner. So yeah, she's very special. Got lots of good memories from winning her. And then up here, this was kind of meant to be like a water ice Pokemon shelf. We've just got Fennekin like in the back because he didn't fit anywhere else. But yeah, this is mostly like water and ice Pokemon. So up here, I've got my Swablu Bud keychain from the Pokemon Center. It's meant to be like he's flown into something. It's like he's flown into a wall and like his butt's sticking out, which, I don't know, it makes me really happy. Then back here, Piplup, who is also from a Crane Game. Down here, we've got Azumarill, who's a sitting cutie plush as well. Azurill, so my friend Leah actually took a picture of these when she went on her Japan trip last year. And I was like, oh my god, because Azurill is one of my favourite Pokemon. I was like, where did you get that from? And she told me exactly which shop in Akihabara to go to. And I went a few months later and I was like really hoping they'd still be there. And I went up to the shop floor and I found him and I was like, oh my god. So yeah, it's yeah, he's got a cool backstory, and Azurill's one of my favourite plushies. He's actually a keychain. And then Kingdra, who is difficult to balance because he's got like a round tail, but Kingdra, one of my favourite Pokemon from Gen 2. Another sitting cutie plush, even though he does not sit. Plio from the McDonald's. A slightly derpy Articuno plush. So he is one of the sitting cuties. And if you look at his face, you can see what I mean, like in terms of they weren't made that symmetrically. Because his eyes are like way off, and like, look, that line is not straight. I don't know, I still love him, but I kind of feel like maybe those were not the best quality. Got my Dragonair plush as well, also a sitting cutie one. Trying to focus on his little face. Yeah, so his face is much better. His face is like pretty even and everything. And then I've got a little Azurill perched on here. A tiny Piplup I won on my first trip to Japan. He doesn't look very happy, probably because Lapras is like sat on him. Chris I got in the Pokemon Center on one of my last trips. Vaporeon I won. She's actually really, really gorgeous quality, I think, for a Crane Game plush. I mean, they are, in general, like they're really impressive. For something that you win from a machine, but... And then lastly on this level we've got this Fennekin plush, which my partner bought me, I think it was the first Christmas we were together actually, because he knew how much I like Pokemon, and this was back when like X and Y were big. So yeah, he's just perched in the back there. And then the last bit up here is where I got some massive plush, so this ginormous Lugia, who I won from a Crane Game, and he was really hard to win because he's huge, but I was so proud because Lugia is one of my favourite Pokemon again from Gen 2, so had to get him. Pokemon Center keychain of Pikachu dressed up as Lugia. I've got this Ninetales plush, again from the Pokemon Center. Really soft Torchic plushie. I actually won him. He was the first thing I ever won from the Tereba game, and I was so excited because I was like, oh my god, I didn't think I'd actually ever win like anything. I thought it was all just like a trick, but yeah, so I was very proud to win him. Skarmory here, who my partner got me for my birthday last year. Again, a sitting cutie plush, another one of my favourite bird Pokemon, and from Gen 2 as well, which in my opinion is the best generation. Little Dojuro over here. Got Pikachu dressed up in this little cute magical outfit. Oh, my arm's ache now. So that is my Pokemon, mainly plush and some figures collection up here in my room. And I've also got my giant fat Pikachu up here, and my giant fat Marill up here as well, and then Pen in the middle. He's not a Pokemon, but he's masquerading as one, so it's all good. And now I'm going to take you downstairs and we're going to look in the cabinet, which is in the lounge. So let's go.
Leave me alone.
This cabinet is where I keep like my smaller figures, and there are quite a lot of them. So I'm just going to start at the bottom here and like work my way up. I've also got a couple of random things up here. So I've got a Digimon. I've also got this Bowser plush, which is actually my boyfriend's, which lives up there. So at the front here, I've just got some Pokemon stickers that my friend in Japan actually gave me. I think she had them when she was a child. So that was really kind of her. And along the front here, we've got some of the old Tomy figures. So Psyduck, the Bulbasaur line. I've got Ekans there in the corner. This newer Haunter figure down there. There we go. And then got Flurry in there. Got the Pidgey line. And I've also got this cute little Pokeball Terranium, which has got Pikachu riding on the back of Pidgeotto or Pidgeot. I think Scyther's actually a really cute Pokemon. I know he gets kind of a bad rap, probably because he's kind of scary, but yeah, I think he's really sweet actually. Then we've got some of the water Pokemon, so Blastoise and Vaporeon, and then the whole Squirtle line there. Got Clefairy and Chansey. Got some of the electric types over here, Magikarp there in the corner. And then these guys just didn't really fit anywhere else, so we've got Totodile and Dedenne, who are both from the McDonald's collection. And also Golden Magikarp. I was so glad they did Golden Magikarp, like, I just think that's so cool. Then in the back, I've got this Poker Park bag. Now, I actually never went to the Poker Park. It was a theme park that was in Japan for like a really limited time in like 2005. And it's no longer there, it was just like a temporary thing, but they had all these really cool rides. They had like a carousel with the legendary dogs, and they had like big Pokemon figures everywhere. It just looked really cool. But basically when I ordered a plushie from Japan a few years ago, I got given this for free in the package, and I thought that was so cool. So even though I couldn't go, I've actually got the little drawstring bag here as a little memento. So in the back there, I've actually got this glass, which was an Ichiban Kuji prize, which is like a little raffle that you can do at the Pokemon Center, and it's got some of the evolutions and Pikachu and Eevee on there. And then at the back is this plate, which is from the Easter collection at Pokemon Center in 2016 from when we visited. And this is just such a cute design. It's got all like little Pokemon eggs around the outside. So it's got like Chikorita as an egg, Pikachu as an egg. Well, Togepi is an egg, so that's kind of cheating, but you get the idea. And then you've just got them all in a little basket in the middle. And then in the second shelf, you can see my army of Rowlets. Yeah, so like I said, I was pretty into Rowlet when Sun and Moon came out. I went a bit overboard with buying the figures, so I've got quite a few in this cabinet. Got my little Halloween Pikachu with his little pumpkin outfit. And behind them we've got Drifloon, some of the other Sinnoh Pokemon, Sylveon. Those are Pokemon Kid figures, which are basically like the thinner plastic figures, and they're also hollow inside. And then I also have this Score Bunny figure, which was just tucked away in the back there, which I picked up in November. And then in the very back, there's this little Lego Spinnerack guy. Got this big Mew in the back here. And then just a load more Pokemon Kids figures, quite a few from Sinnoh. Got Cresselia there, and then I've got some water Pokemon, got Wingull, lots of Azuros in the back there, as expected. So yeah, this shelf is, as you can see, kind of a random mixture, but lots of Pokemon Kid figures and lots of Rowlets. And then up here, I tried to stick to some kind of theme, but what will happen is like I'll take one of the Pokemon figures out and then I put them back and it's just like complete disarray. So I've got Corfish and Krabby. Got a Litten down here. These guys were from like Blind Box Chocolate Eggs, so Litten and Leafeon. I've got a teeny Raikou, slightly bigger Entei, slightly bigger Lugia, bigger Dialga. Got this Ponyta, which I actually got from a flea market. A couple of Houndours at the back there, and a Palkia. Sudowoodo. I love Sudowoodo. I don't know, he's really annoying in the game, but he's just so weird. And then I've got Bonsly there as well. At the front here we've got Mantike and Mantine, and a very, very battered Natu. I've got Wobbuffet and Wynaut. And then in the very back here I've got this Suicune figure, which my partner's also got a matching one. We actually won these from a crane game in Akihabara when we went to Japan, so that was really, really cool figure to win actually. Got a Ho-Oh figure, so the Ho-Oh figure and this Lugia over here were both actually from the Pokemon Center. Finally we've got a Alolan Raichu in the back here. So yeah, that is the last shelf, and again, kind of a random amalgamation. Oh, I forgot to mention I've got Fletchinder here. Yeah, basically Fletchinder does not stand up, so I've just got to cradle him like this to show you, but he is one of my favourite figures. He's a cute little birdie. So I hope you all enjoyed seeing my Pokemon collection video. I had a lot of fun filming it and I hope you enjoyed. I also picked up this Gyarados figure recently, which isn't actually in my collection video, but I just wanted to show it to you guys just at the end. I think he's really cool. It's actually from Argos. They had a sale recently on like Nintendo DS games and Pokemon figures and stuff, so I thought I'd pick him up because he was half price and he's pretty badass. That angry face. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you're doing well, and please give this video a thumbs up if you liked, and subscribe for more cute and Pokemon related content. Thanks guys, bye!